Welcome to InDemand right here on Brit Asia TV. I'm your host, Dips Bamra, and this, as you know, is the weekly show that brings you some of the biggest eyes, some of the freshest talent. And, you know, from time to time, we delve into the world of TV and film as well, which is what we're going to be doing this week with an actor, a young actor, who you might remember from the E4 series Skin, who's now going to be starring in a brand new film, which is releasing in April, City of Tiny Lights. It's dark, I'm telling you, you need to go and check out the trailer. It looks amazing, it looks scary. I'm going to find out about the film and find out a little bit about him as well. It is AntonioAkeel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, all right, man. Do you know what? I keep getting the title of the film wrong.
It's fine, it's fine. You got it. You got there.
I got it in the end.
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. Thank you, man, for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
You know, you're one of these, almost kind of like a new wave of actors, DC actors who kind of, if they haven't seen you in stuff like Skins already, they're kind of connecting with now. How does it feel to be like almost like kind of like the new kind of fresh-faced acting talents that are British-born with an Asian twist to it? I mean, how does it feel to be in that kind of
bracket?
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
I never really thought of it as that, as you've just put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's completely apparent that I am in this kind of new wave of young actors coming out, and there's quite a few of them, and they're all very, very good. So yeah, it's good to be in good company.
Because the thing is that for like, I think it's just a DC thing. Like you'll see someone and you'll see the credits, or you see the complexion and go, yeah,
brown
he's
guy.
one of us. Yeah, he's one of us. He's one of us. All right, let me see the credits. Yeah, he's one of us.
Although you wouldn't know with my name, would you?
Yeah, it's kind of like, is he not?
I
I think a lot of people will remember you from Skins, that E4 series. Now, before we even get there, let's kind of go back. How did you get the acting bug? What was it that kind of made you want to go into a line of work which is a bit, let's be honest, a bit unusual?
It's difficult, yeah. To be honest, I mean, it sounds like such a cliche to say, but I've always kind of been acting. I've always been an actor. Like, I was always performing at home when I was a kid and putting on little shows for my family. And we moved to a new school when I was about 8 years old in Wednesbury, and I got offered this chance to have like a one-line role in their Christmas nativity play. And I just loved it, and I just thought, and I got really great feedback, and parents really liked it, and I just thought, you know what, I could do this forever. And then ever since then, I've just been pursuing acting, really.
And in terms of, you know, having, let's be honest, there's one thing seeing something and having the dream to do it. There's another thing executing that dream.
Yeah.
When you are kind of thinking about, yeah, maybe I can do this. This is something I might want to do. What was your parents' reaction?
To be honest, I mean, I'm sure you can guess, as typical Asian parents
would
be. They'd be like, huh? It's really interesting because, I mean, I think this is the same with all parents from whatever background you're from, that they're worried because it's not necessarily the most easiest industry to get into. It's definitely not the most fruitful unless you're right at the top. And that, again, is a very small percentage of people that are successful. But at the same time, they understood that I'm passionate and that it's something that I really wanted to do, something that I'm highly interested in, something that I love, and they want to support that. You know, they're really supportive. But it's kind of ironic, isn't it? Because we come from this like rich culture that's built around Bollywood. It's built around Shah Rukh Khan and Amitabh Bachchan, and it's like, and yet when I say, oh, I want to do what Shah Rukh is doing, they're like, huh?
You're not him. You can't.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
That. How can you do that?
Exactly.
It's really weird. I mean, with acting, I think I'm from a music background, so I kind of see if somebody wants to get into music, there's ways and means of doing it without, in a way, kind of learning the trade. You definitely can't do that with acting.
No.
There's just no way you can just get up and go, oh, I want to be an actor, and you start doing stuff in front of the camera. What was the process for you to get the technical side of acting, the emotional side of acting under your belt? What schools or drama classes or courses or things like that did you get into? Because I'm sure there's people watching the same thing. I want to get into acting, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely believe in like educating yourself in the art of acting and doing short courses like I did. I couldn't really afford to go to drama school because it was extortionately expensive. So I just did loads of short courses. I got onto like something, there's this thing called Casting Call Pro for like young amateur actors that really want to collaborate with other people and make short films. I did a lot of those. Just kind of, building up credits, but also building up your experience as an actor, being in front of a camera, because it's kind of daunting sometimes for people when you've never acted in front of a camera and then you're conscious of this thing monitoring you, I guess.
I'm guessing it's kind of like, it's almost like building up air miles. So like kind of building up your acting miles.
No,
like,
it's true. It's really true. Like, I can't remember who said it now, but there's this phrase that says in order to be an expert at something, you have to put in like 10,000 hours or something. And I completely agree with that sentiment, because you have to kind of like put the work in. I mean, you can't, it's not an industry that you can get away with by doing nothing. You have to work. You know, and all the best actors that I've met, they work the hardest. So it's evident.
And that's the thing. You like, you know, you're just going to look awkward if you don't know the trade, and you can't apply it in your way. You're going to look. There is no place to hide. It is literally do or die. So putting that time in to learn is, I think, is an amazing thing. And the fact that you said, you know what, it is expensive, but there are other ways of doing it. I think that's quite a. I think that's quite a cool thing for any budding actors to kind of know about as well. And
anytime actors ever ask me like, how do I get into it, or they've done like basically nothing and they want to start, I always say, you know, make your own stuff. You know, we have iPhones that are like film quality now. We have cameras that are easily accessible. There are people that want to collaborate, people that want to make art, and you can find those people and make something, or be in plays, and you know.
Especially in this generation, it's just like, you've got the phone, you've got YouTube.
Yeah.
If you film something, make something, you're putting it up for free. You've got potential of the whole world to see it.
We're in a generation of do it yourself. You know, we're not waiting for someone to give us an opportunity. We can take and make those opportunities for ourselves. And I think that's the best thing about this digital age that we live in.
It's incredible. So, you know, talking about your career, you know, you're working, you're learning the trade. What was your first kind of experience of acting in front of an audience, or acting in front of a camera, and what was that like?
I remember doing, there's loads of examples, but my favourite one is I did this monologue from a play called Our Country's Good when I was in college. And it was about this guy, he's having almost like a schizophrenic episode, and he's killed someone, and he's talking to himself, but he's also seeing the people that he's murdered, and then he's talking in their voices. And I remember doing this monologue in one of my drama classes at college, and at the end, you know, everyone usually claps, don't they? Because it's, you know, you've done your job, it's done. And at the end of it, people they were just staring at me when I finished, and no one like clapped, no one said anything. They just stared at me, and I just remember thinking, I just did something then that was like, I don't even remember what I did. It was exhilarating. And it was, that's one of my favourite moments of performing, I guess.
And I guess that it's moments like that that kind of reaffirms things in your mind as well. Because again, to be an actor, you've got to be super confident in your own ability.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I agree with that. I mean, and that's not necessarily always the case, because everyone's insecure at times. Everyone's, you know, not confident, or they don't think they're good enough.
But it's moments like that, I'm guessing, where you go, yeah, I can do this. If I'm getting that kind of reaction, I think that...
I mean, it's not even about their reaction. It's just about doing something and knowing that you really enjoyed what you did, and it affirms your belief that this is what I want to do. And it, so those are the kind of moments. You have a few moments. I mean, you also have the opposite, where you do something and it's absolutely crap, and then you think you did brilliantly, and no one says anything about it. So
and they're not clapping for the right reason.
Yeah, they're laughing, and it's
okay, so let's talk about Skins. I think a lot of people will be watching this and going, "Oh, it's that."
They probably won't.
No, I'm trusting that guy from it's that geeky guy from Skins. How did that come about? Because that's, you know, that is like, you know, how come up proper TV?
Yeah, it was my introduction to proper TV. I won a competition. Basically, it was everyone needs to send in a self-tape of themselves doing this script that they'd posted out online on e4.com. And I don't know why, but I thought I'd do it in a Scottish accent. I don't know why. And I was like, I'm going to do this in a Scottish accent, and I'm going to put it out there, and it's going to be great. And they really liked it. And then they invited me in for a real audition. And the role that they'd written was for this really muscular young guy who was a bit of a beefhead. And they went, And I was reading the script thinking, this is not me at all. And they were like, go on, flex your muscles. And I was like, I don't have any muscles. And they just started laughing, and everyone in the room was like hysterical, and then they wrote a new role for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was fantastic.
What was it like, you know, filming for that? I mean, it's one of those kind of shows which, you know, has a cult following, and to be part of that cast list, you know, that's an incredible thing to have on your CV.
I mean, I only had a really small role in it, but it was still a brilliant experience. It was my first time on a real TV set. I'd been a massive fan of the series beforehand, so I'd followed these characters and I knew who the actors were, and everyone was really welcoming, and I just thought, I could see myself doing this for the rest of my life.
Brilliant, cool. All right, we're going to be chatting to Antonio straight up after the break, but I'll tell you what, just before you run off and make the jar bunny, we'll put the dog out, check out a clip from the forthcoming film, City of Tiny Lights. It is explosive. You're going to love it. Check this right now, and I'll catch you after the break.
All right, lovely. What are you doing here? Come for a drive, Tommy, man. I gotta get the car back.
Can't we go inside? It's freezing.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, sure.
Quite dead as a doornail, you know.
Evening, Mr. Actor.
Hello, Hafiz. Your friend tells me you're studying A Christmas Carol, Tommy boy. You never told me. I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link, yard by yard.
An episodic allegory.
Shell, come on, we should go, yeah? I gotta get the car back.
Oh, I don't want to go. I'm talking to Mr. Actor. Tommy will walk me, won't he?